Hey Team Numis Canada. That's what I call my members. Hello coin collectors young and old. And anyone else that might be watching, welcome to Numis Canada with Bruce. And today we're going to do a little tiny bit of coin roll hunting. And we'll get right into that just after this. Welcome back. We have a roll of quarters, a roll of loonies, and a roll of toonies. So we'll start off with the toonies and we'll see what we have in this roll. And we'll move these out of the way. And because of these rolls are just folded on the end, I don't think I'm going to need this coin roll opener, but we'll just take a look and see what we have in here. And I've washed my hands with Dove, so I shouldn't be leaving any marks on them. And I see some really cool coins already. We have a colorized Nuningat Inuit Nuningat coin, and look at that. Isn't that fantastic? And now we recently had the uncolorized one, and of course now we can see what the colorized one looks like. And there's the mermaid and the swordfish and the whale and the other fish and, you know, some other sea creatures. And yes, mermaids exist in Inuit culture too. And that is a 2024 with King Charles. How cool is that? I got something that'll get the people on the floor. These coins have 2 million minted. And the uncolorized are the lower mintages, so they're the more collectible, but these are certainly beautiful to look at. And of course we got a little bit of gunk there, but it comes off. So there we go. And King Charles, and this is also a 2024 coin. How cool is that? So we'll look through this, and this is a 2022. A 2009, and I'm going to make sure that these are not any counterfeits here. So no counterfeits. No counterfeits that I can tell anyway. And 2019, and this is a 1997. I think this is the one of the ones you got to watch out for. And I don't think that is one either, but and I'm just going to look through these quickly. And there's a 2025. I think I already have a 2025 Toonie, but I'll just set it there. 1996. That's a dirty one. And we have a second one. How cool is that? You know what that means? One of these will be a giveaway. How cool is that? A third one. You know what? There's going to be 2 giveaways. And a second. We're going to have 3 giveaways because we've got the second one of the Air Force as well. How cool is that? That's 2024. I know I did that one. And so we got two Air Force and 3 Nuningat. And of course, let me just put these back. And we have one 2025 with King Charles III on it. So that's, for a single roll, that's pretty decent. How cool is that? And I'm not sure what just fell over. So for one roll, having 6 coins that are worth looking at and keeping, by all means, that's a great outcome for this roll. And the rest of this will be returned and spent. So how cool is that? And I'll put those back there. And we'll go to the Loonies next. And we'll move these out of the way. And let's go here. And we'll open this one. And we've got our Loonies. And our first find here is the Centennial of the Montreal Canadiens. And I'll give you a photograph of this and the details. And the final portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. And that is a 2024 King Charles. I believe I already have that one. And that's the only find in this roll of Toonies, is that Centennial of the Montreal Canadiens in 2009. How cool is that? So I'll move these out of the way. And our final roll is these quarters. And let's bring this out. Okay, we've got a colorized coin, and this is a War of 1812 Sir Isac Brock. How cool is that? That is from 2012. We have a 2000, and this one is Harmony. And it is people holding hands in the shape of a maple leaf. How cool is that? And some of these are pretty dirty. We have our first American find, and this one is a 1977. It looks like it's a Philadelphia. And how cool is that? We have another American here, and this is a Philadelphia. And this is one of the newer quarters, and this is Alaska from 1959 in 2008. It's one of the state quarters. How cool is that? Alaska. And go through the rest of these. And no King Charles. Here's another state quarter. This is Idaho, 1890 and 2007, and we'll flip it over. And it is a Philadelphia as well. You get a lot of Philadelphias here in the eastern side of Canada. Denver and San Francisco are much more difficult to get. And that's it for the quarters. We have the Harmony. We have the Sir Isac Brock. We have a 1977 U.S. quarter. We have the Alaska State quarter. And we have the Idaho State quarter. In addition to that, we have the Montreal Canadiens. We have 3 of the Nuningat, 2 of the Air Force, and the 2025 King Charles. How cool is that? So I thank you for watching, and following this there is a video from the Ottawa Coin Show, and you won't want to miss it, so stay tuned, and they'll be right back just after this. And today I'm here with Nigel Mackey, and he is with Mackey Philatelic, if I'm saying that correctly.
Yes, that's the Spanish side of the business.
And he has here, today we're going to talk about the $2 bill and its origin and its series. So what would you like to say to start with?
The earliest one that I have is 1914, which is this one.
Okay. And that has, what are the signatures?
Signatures are hard to read.
Let's see if I can. Severn and Beauville. And who's on this? There's a lady and a gentleman on these coins.
I'm not sure, but I think it's Lady Grey and Lord Earl Grey or something.
Okay, and there's the reverse. And of course you see the provinces that are with Canada at the time on the back. And that's very cool. Is this the first?
No, the first one was 1880 something.
Okay, and we can find that in the catalog,
yeah.
Correct?
This is the 1923.
And here we have a 1923 $2 bill.
With King George when he was Prince George.
Okay. And that is Clark and Campbell on this one.
That's the last of the large size notes.
So, and these are, I know you don't want me touching the bills.
It's my inventory tag.
Yeah. So, and here's the back side, and that's a royal crest in the center, I believe. And it's got a lot of twos around the border. And Canadian Banknote Company Limited. Is it still limited? Or is it the Canadian Banknote?
It's the Canadian Banknote Company. I think they dropped the limited. The other company that made Canadian notes was the British America Banknote Company. This is the first of the small size notes.
So can we put them up against each other to compare them? So, and this is this $2 note is the current size of banknotes. Yeah. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's very cool. So they fit our wallets better.
Yes. It was 35 when they switched to blue for 1 year.
And this is blue, and blue's an unusual color for a $2 bill, at least as far as I'm concerned.
The only year they did it in blue.
For the Allegory series?
Yep. And by Osborne and Towers. Osborne was on loan to the Bank of Canada from the Bank of England.
Okay.
And that's to set up the Bank of Canada.
And of course, recently our Prime Minister was on loan to UK Bank. So he's pretty financially savvy. So Osborne and Towers, we won't get political here.
In 37, they went to red notes to confuse the public.
Okay. So, and that's King George?
Yep.
The 6th.
Yeah.
And that's Cloyne and Towers?
Yep.
That's a very exciting series because that's another allegorical series. It's different than the blue one because the blue one seemed to have technology and this one has harvest. So they changed the allegory as well as the color.
Yeah. And then this is the 54 issue.
And they call this red, whereas we called them brown.
Yeah, they're red. I have a fancy name for the exact color.
And that's Razminski and Beatty. And then they switched to the Quebec farm scene. Very nice.
The next one is the multicolored issue. It's this one.
Which is, this is the one that I got for my allowance. So, I I recognize this one very much so. And that's Lawson and Bowery.
Inuit fishing scene on the back.
Of course, it has the Inuit fishing scene on the back, which I knew they were fishing, but I didn't realize they were Inuit before. So, but it makes sense with the icebergs.
Yeah. And the last one is the bird.
And this is the last one before they switched to the toonie. And of course, we have the polar bears on the toonie. And this is, I'm not sure whose signature that is, but the other one's Crow. And
Nice and Crow.
And this is a nice crisp version of it too. So, and so that is basically the history of the $2 bill in Canada. And I know that Canadians will go, yeah, we all know that, but my American viewers are fascinated by the $2 bill in Canada, so I think they'll find it more interesting than the Canadians, because they think it's unlucky.
Crisp American $2 bill. I go to the bank and get them when they're in the States, so that I sell them to American tourists for $10 Canadian, because they don't want their neighbors to know they have one.
That's funny. And this one has the Declaration of Independence on the back.
They were printed in the 70s. They still make the $2 bill by law every year. Mm-hmm. It made a great Jeopardy question, because none of the Americans contestants got the answer right, and the only one that did was a Canadian. The Canadian remembered $2 bill. The Americans didn't.
Yes. Well, Nigel, thank you very much for taking the time to show me the history of the $2 bill in Canada. And of course, well, I'll pull out the book later and add that to the beginning of this.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. And can we visit you again for another discussion in the future?
Sure.
So think about what you would like to show our viewers, and particularly if you would like to purchase any of these, you can contact him here, and this is, his email is nigelmackey201@outlook.com. So
specify the EY, because most people like to go AY or IE.
Oh, right. It's EY, MACKEY, and not AY or IE. So thank you very much. So here we are at the end of the video, and of course we have these 5 quarters and this loonie and the giveaways, and of course the purpose of these multiple loonies is one of these is going to be given away, and 2 of these are going to be given away, one for everyone who comments and one for members only. So, and in addition to that, members only will receive a Daphne Ojo coin, which is an artist from here in Canada, and of course this is a 2025 coin. So members, this will be a member only giveaway. This one will be for anyone who leaves a comment, and your comment on the video would be, which coin or banknote in this video did you like best? So leave your comments, and you have a chance to win one of these, and members have a chance to win these. How cool is that? Thank you for watching, everyone, and take care, and we hope to see you again soon.
And please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and keep on collecting.
Time seems to freeze. The smell of what's cooking, a chill in the air. There's wood in the fireplace and music in the air. I can't find a care. The shoppers and workers all bustle about.